Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your life wherever you are, sorting things out. Tonight, I have a short discussion with you. It took me a while to figure out what this blue thing is in my glasses, and finally I got it. It's the reflection of the brightness of the screen into my glasses and bounces back to that. Anyhow, sorry about that. I can't get rid of it because it's nighttime that I'm making this recording, and so life goes on. Lights are on, and this reflection is there. Now, tonight I want to talk to you about the subject of justice. Is there a fair justice? Is there justice, fair justice? And if yes, okay, and if no, okay, but why? Well, the short and long is no. there, there, there is no fair justice. And now let's examine why. Well, we know that in order to come up with a justice or come up with justice, we're supposed to make a decision, a judgment. And through analyzation and rationalization and intellectualization of certain knowledge, we come to a conclusion, and from the conclusion, a judgment, and then from the judgment, a decision made, and from that decision, supposedly to be an action following, which would then mean or lead or called justice. So let's examine, where does this whole process start? Well, this whole process, as we just talked about it seems to be based on what? Knowledge. And where does this knowledge come from? Well, it comes, as we talked in other segments before, briefly, or maybe in more detail then. It comes from the experiences through life that knowledge is formed, and the knowledge from personal experiences and from experiences of the world and community and other things that we see or we hear and whatnot, ends up eventually as part of a memory, stored in a memory, especially if it's a personal information. But in general, we get to know different kind of knowledge from different sources, and they all end up becoming called knowledge and stored in the memory. And then from the memory, at the time of this judgment supposed to be made, from the knowledge in the memory and the knowledge that other entities may bring about at the time of this decision or this judgment being made or this analyzation taking place. So the collective of these knowledge supposed to lead to certain contemplation and thought. And from that thought, suppose a decision is supposed to be made, and then a judgment. And then from the judgment, as we mentioned, an action towards the situation, and therefore justice. But then this knowledge, how could it give us a fair decision, judgment, therefore justice, if what this justice or decision or judgment is based on something which is not whole, which is not complete, which is a limited knowledge? Because knowledge is limited. Knowledge is always limited. There's never a whole knowledge. There's never a complete knowledge. Knowledge and ignorance goes hand in hand, because there's never a complete knowledge, because knowledge is limited, because the experiences are limited. Therefore, the what is stored in the memory is limited, whether ours or others who bring knowledge that is going to be used to come up with analyzation, contemplation, and the conclusion, and therefore a decision and a judgment, and then so forth, so forth. So when this is all based on a limited resource, limited knowledge, and that knowledge goes hand in hand with ignorance, then how could we come up with a judgment that is based on all complete knowledge, therefore give a fair decision and justice. So, hence, there is no justice. So, I think rest my case. In next segment, I want to talk to you about the discussion, the subject of hurt. What is hurt? What gets hurt? And how can we stop hurt? Now, hurt in relationship, hurt in interaction with others, hurt by other people's words, hurt by just passing by someone, how we get hurt, and how we can understand this hurt, and how we can help not get hurt or stop the hurt. So, hurt, what is hurt, what gets hurt, and how we can stop hurt. Hopefully, we'll discuss it together, and perhaps there'll be something to ponder on and help us in dealing with our day-to-day life. Hope you have a wonderful evening or day wherever you are, and thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.